Good morning, class. Today we'll discuss the next topic of the chapter, that is constitutional design. Here we'll see about the constitution, because it has having the great values and the guiding values of the Indian constitution, what they are. So there the some reason behind and some values behind whatever it is written, not only of one person we have discussed. It is the representation of all people of our country, and basically the people, the leader who had great thought and philosophy regarding this. So we will discuss in this particular topic. So in this book we shall study the exact provisions of the constitution on different subjects. At this stage, on different subjects, at this stage, let us begin the understanding of the overall philosophy of what our constitution is all about. Philosophy, you understand the way of life the people used to live and particular path on which people have to move. So we can do this in two ways. We can understand in by reading the views of some of our major leaders on our constitution, but it is equally important to read what the constitution says about its own philosophy. This is what the preamble to the constitution does. Let us turn to these one by one. First is the dream and the promise, means the dream and the promise. When India was about it was on the path of independent, and what was happening, what was the vision of people, what the people were thinking about. So what was they were thinking, like what they have their dream, we have to discuss this. So some of you may have noticed a name missing from the sketches of the makers of constitution, like Mahatma Gandhi. We have seen different people, like in this particular you see there is no picture of Mahatma Gandhi. So we have to know why was this. So like it was not the member of constituent assembly, and there were many members of the followed his vision years ago, writing this magazine Young India in 1931. You know that Mahatma Gandhi was main figure. In your junior classes you have read he returned from Africa in 1915, and what had happened, how much he struggled, and like how the people followed the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, but there is no picture of him. So he had spelled out what he wanted to constitution, the constitution. So his particular thought and writings, whatever he used to give in Young India, so there is some clipping of that, like what he wanted. He said that I have strived for a constitution which will release India from all the thraldom. Thraldom means like people who were under the control of patronage. Thraldom and patronage means the people under control, some association, the people who were rich and they were the leader of them, or particularly they were under of them. So he wanted that India should release from all the thraldom and patronage, means there should not be any head of any person. A person should be free and he should lead his life. There should not be any kind of control over the people. So I shall work for an India, means he wanted, I'm believing in that country in which such like features are. So India in which the poorest shall feel. He wanted that a person who is poor, a person who is rich, both should feel that I belonging to that particular country, yeah, I am the citizen of that country. So he wanted that in which poorest shall feel that it is their country, means everyone is addressing to the community that it is their country. Everyone should feel like, as today we are feeling, we say that my India is great, ya mera Bharat mahan, like all, in whose making they have an effective voice, means everyone should be free to say his sentence. So to say his, means everyone is free to express his or her ideas. An India in which there shall be no high class, no low class of people, means all people should be equal. There should not be any difference of class and category. An India in which all communities shall live in perfect harmony. There can no be room can be no room in such an India for the curse of untouchability. Means you can have an idea about this. Today when we live in independent society, a lot of discrimination we see in our surrounding, but when we are talking about this particular time period, when the period was of untouchability, means people was discriminated because of their color, complexion, caste. So he is saying that I want that country should be free from all these curses, that is untouchability. In such an India, for all curse of untouchability or curse of intoxicating drinks and drugs, women we enjoy will enjoy in the same rights. You can see that there are lots of discrimination, lots of differences among the men and women rights, and I shall be satisfied with nothing else. Means he wanted that there should not be discrimination among the people should be equal, both men and women. The caste and you can say untouchability should not be there. All people believe in one thinking and society should be one. So the dream of an India that has eliminated inequality was shared by Bhimrao Ambedkar, who played a key role in the making of the constitution, that he had different understanding and how inequalities could be removed. He often bitterly criticized Mahatma Gandhi and his vision. And in this concluding speech of Constituent Assembly, he stated his anxiety very clearly. So this is particularly about the people, how was the society, and he wanted on 26th of January 1950 we are going to enter in a life of contradiction. Means his constitution was writing that particular period of time and what was happening in the society. So Mahatma Gandhi is saying it will be totally contradicted society, means opposite what we are today and what they have written. So in the politics we have equality, and the social economic life we will have inequality. In politics we will be recognizing the principle of one man, one vote, one value, because it is written in our constitution and we read in previous chapter. So you can have idea about ki person should be equally counted, his vote should be equally counted, and the value is equal. So our social and economic life we are in political life we are all equal, but in social life and economic life different. Economic life means when money is there, like the standard of living people is differently from one to another. So we shall, by the reason of our social economic structure, continue to deny. Means we cannot say that we are equal on this ground, and the principle of one man, one person, one man, one value, one vote is totally different. How long shall we continue live this life of contradiction? Means he was in very much fear or tension, whatever you say, that he did not believe in that particular. He wanted that when we are equal, we should equal on the all ground, like financial, economic and socially and politically all. So how long shall we continue to deny equality in our social and economic life? If we continue to deny it for long, we will do so only by the putting our political democracy in peril. Peril means dangerous, danger in situation. He was saying that if it is continue like, and today what you see, we see that in our society what is happening, there is a bit between from till a long period of time it was a great gap between the poor and rich, between men and women. Today we are also we are observing this particular thing, like what is happening, like some people are poor, some are rich. So it was for a long period of time it happened. So this was particularly idea behind this, and what Gandhiji wanted, that society should be equal. So finally, let us turn to Jawaharlal Nehru, that is giving famous speech to the Constituent Assembly at the stark midnight of 15 of August. So in that particular we discuss till here, and separately we take the speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru because it is given in detail. So in next video we'll see that particular speech of Jawaharlal Nehru. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.